set? Okay. I guess we'll call this meeting to order. I guess October 16th ARB meeting to order. Roll call.
Here?
Here.
Here.
Okay. Move on to citizens' time. There's no one in the audience, so citizens' time will be moved on. We'll go with the minute approvals.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for the Architectural Review Board regular meeting September 18, 2013.
Second?
We got a motion and a second. Any discussions? Anybody see any corrections? Okay, we'll put it up for a vote then. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those minutes have been approved. Okay, next agenda item. We'll go into the certificate of appropriateness.
You want to move the sign to the last in case he shows?
Yes. We'll move item A to the last. Start off with B, which is 14962 PV Place, the deck.
I make a motion to approve ZP 2013-1003-C at 14962 Kiwi Place, a deck.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and second. Up for discussions. The only thing that concerns me, I see on here is no staining. I mean, no matter how you look at it, you always need to treat this wood or it does turn it ugly gray. Do we put any conditional that the wood's got to be treated with a clear stain, if anything, or so that it doesn't?
I'm trying to remember if that's required in town code or not.
I don't think it is a
I
requirement.
don't think it's required to treat the wood.
Okay.
Homeowners associations
see
typically
that-
do that.
Yeah, the difficulty about it is, when you mix Trex and wood together, you do start to get,
It's problematic, yeah.
yeah.
But I don't think there's a requirement on the town's part for that. Okay.
Okay. That was the only thing I noticed that I wanted to raise. We're on item 4B.
Deck. And we've moved item A to the end of the agenda in case they show up.
Okay, anybody else have any questions or concerns about that?
I have none.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward.
Then I guess we'll raise it up for vote. All in favor, say aye.
This is, hold on, so this is the sign we're looking at?
No.
No.
That's A. That's the one we moved to the last, on the deck.
Okay.
First half, yeah.
Is there anything out of ordinary on this?
No.
That all looks standard.
Okay.
Okay, so no more questions then? You good? Okay, we'll put it up for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so this passes.
I make a motion to approve ZP 2013-1003-B at 14950 Kiwi Place, a deck.
Second.
Okay, I got a motion and a second up for discussion. Anybody have any discussion on that?
Same as the last.
Got a pen out.
And then we specify that it's going to be pressure treated.
Yeah, I think they're all about the same.
They are all exactly the same.
Yeah, they're even
The contractor
using
came in and sold a bunch of decks.
yeah, they're even using the same color Trex and everything.
Okay.
We're on item 4C.
Sorry, I'm late. 66 is a property limit.
Oh, yes. Today's been a day of accidents. You
I
should
haven't
have
seen
seen
it like this for quite a while.
Yeah, you should have seen it around here this morning. Did you get out before it all happened? the accidents here.
What happened here?
All kinds of craziness.
Medevac, yeah.
Oh, I heard it was an accident this morning, but, gee,
About what time?
7:30,
I heard that one.
between 7:30 and 8.
We
Okay.
have a motion.
We got a motion on the floor. Discussions. Got your chance right here. You just going to hop on into it? Sheila?
Round 4C.
Yep, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I looked at my packet earlier.
Okay, so it's all up for a vote then. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, so that one passes too.
I make a motion to approve ZP 2013-1003 at 14963 Keady Place, Adak.
And second.
Okay, I got a motion and a second.
And it really is all the same stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly the same
Exactly the
stuff.
same.
But they're not all the same measurements.
No,
Yeah.
they're different measurements, different, but it's all the
But
same.
same material.
Same
Yeah.
material, same everything.
Actually, we didn't go, he has this page with the great gravel path trucks and the fire pit trucks and vintage lighting trucks.
Because all
Yeah,
three of them
all of them are the
one
fire
of those.
pit.
Yeah.
I attached the same truck colors with each check, because
Okay.
one
Yeah.
of those are those colors,
I see.
if you see on the front.
This says no staining here.
Yeah, and then you go in the additional description, and it usually says the Trex Fire Pit. Okay, any discussions? Got a motion, that was seconded, right, Sherry?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so any discussions then? We're good to go, okay, we'll vote on it, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we got three of them passing real quickly. Now we go back to item 4A, which is the CMC, I don't know what to call it, signage. It's not a logo,
It's signage, yeah.
signage. I guess to start discussion, does anybody want to make a motion?
Working on that. If I can. Oh, there we go. I make a motion to approve ZP 2013-0607, a signage at 4410 Costello Way.
Have a motion?
Oh, come on.
No second?
I'll second.
Okay, we got a motion and a second, up for discussion?
Otherwise, we can't discuss it.
I was holding out.
I wanted to give you one.
I was waiting.
Okay, we're open for discussion.
Yeah, so this is the Contemporary Music Center?
Yeah. So what they have is in the basement around back, they have a performance space. So this is the ad.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the ad for the sign for the performance space.
So that's what they call this performance space, the at 4410?
There's been some unanswered questions as to if or how the sign is going to be illuminated. It is not indicated and unaddressed.
Yes, it does not seem to indicate.
It does not seem to be based on the,
Based
The
on the
drawings.
materials, I would assume that it is not lit.
I guess it was being lit by that one particular lamp above.
Well, see, I don't even know if that's the true location, because
right, so it says
in the
conceptual
description,
placement.
yeah, in the description, it's just a conception. So there's a lot of questions on where's it going to be located.
Well, I think they're asking for two separate locations. Is it two signs? Or
Is
one?
there a description saying two signs?
There is nothing in
There's
brief
no
description on the
description at all on
application
it, so-
whatsoever.
I think that's fall under zoning, but is this is this considered a separate business? Because, they have their signs for their
Well-
contemporary music.
If you look, Marchand does have a letter he posted, in which they came back and, I guess, amended their original design. but we don't have any details past that on what's on Marchand's mind.
Yeah.
And the application itself has not yet been signed by Marshall.
Well, that's regardless to for us, we're simply.
Correct.
Just whether or not it follows our guidelines, and I believe it does, so.
But it's only a guess as to whether or not it's backlit or not, based on the material, what it looks like. It doesn't look like it is to be backlit, but again, it's
We may have to put
unknown.
in our approval that it is.
Conditions.
Yeah, that this. lighting-
That it is not
that- that this is being passed under the understanding it's not lit.
I'm okay with that.
There do appear to be two different signs.
And-
or-
Yeah, because one of them's on the side of the building, the other one's on the back.
But they all measure the same size, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
They revised, because this is dated July 16.
And I see they
They did
did
revise.
make it so it fits perfectly for 6 feet.
The size
4 feet,
to meet the
4 inches
12
by
inches.
13 inches, and I think, but I think the height of the letters can only be 12 feet. So I think
12
they-
inches.
Or I mean 12 inches. So I think they tried to expand it to fit the 6 feet area.
Yeah, Sherry's on phone with Marshall now.
So I'm just deducing this and
Okay.
trying to figure out what they're thinking.
Do you know if it's going to be backlit or what is he lighting it in any way?
It's not a separate business.
Okay.
No, but it is, it's a performance space that has its own
I mean, I don't care. I'm fine with it. I'm just thinking it does sound kind of.
So in my opinion, or just my understanding, they took over playtime, daytime space, and that's the area that this sign is going to be representing,
Where I
right?
see
Because I know they did have practice
There were
rooms
other issues.
in the basement anyways, before daytime,
Okay.
playtime disappeared.
Right, but this is a larger room that's
windows that have.
beyond that.
Okay, is this one sign or two?
It's two signs.
Two locations,
Right.
each individual letters, not lit.
Little letters.
Is this considered a separate company from CMC, or is it CMC?
He's asking if this is considered a separate company from contemporary music. It is?
Which gives them the right for new signs.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? I got the lighting.
This, the lighting, oh, you do, okay.
That's good? Okay, thanks, Michael. Okay, bye. No, he told him, if there's any lighting, they have to come back with a separate application.
Okay, so we can stipulate that it is not lit, that it is two separate signs.
We just don't know the locations.
Yeah, the one, that you see the pink recall, that's on the back of
The
the
back,
building,
yeah.
facing the parking lot,
Okay.
above the stairwell.
Right, and then the other
The
one
other
is,
one's facing Piedmont Sign on that side.
yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm okay with that caveat of no lighting. Everybody have to come back.
So, I made the motion. So I will amend the motion to stipulate that the signage is not lit, and that there are two separate locations for the signage.
Sounds good.
And,
You need a second, I think.
okay, I got a motion and second. Or retracted the previous. Okay, everyone good with discussions then? Do we need
Listen,
to?
I don't mind the sign at all, but does it need to follow isn't the Foster building doesn't it have a package of approved sign package?
Yeah, and I don't know.
See, I'm frustrated because when they did I guess I was around here when they did it.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, no, it was when I was first coming on, way back when. The rigid sign packages kind of made sense, everything, but you know what, we have business is failing because
There's not advertisement.
not advertisement.
There's no
People
presence
can't
from the
see
street.
the sign, you see
Right.
the sign, so I'm all for this.
The
So-
aesthetics and everything else of it are fine, and that's what we're here for. Whether the
Right.
building owner allows it or not our issue.
Well, I mean, so it is, I mean, we could, I mean, if we wanted to, we could fail say how, we could say, hey, it doesn't match the approved sign package for the building.
But
I think there actually is.
really, I know Bloom Building does, but I don't know about Foster's.
They have those 1x6 cream color with the green trim around each.
Yeah,
above
yeah, I
each
know.
one. And on the sign, it's got.
Very non-script.
The marquee.
Yeah.
And do you remember that Foster tried to
A big,
You want
well, he
to
tried to
paint
put
it.
a freaking mural.
mural.
A mural. On the side of it. So, I don't know.
Everybody would want to throw something on the sign.
Right. And are we setting a precedent that if we allow this one on the side of the building, everybody at the bike shop going to come in and
Right,
say
I
they
mean,
want
we-
a sign
Your
on the
bank
side?
has a sign on the side of the building, I do believe, as does CVS.
Across the
Yeah.
way there at the red, what is that building? The red building, red house.
Your house property.
Yeah.
You know, those signs are kind of interwoven around the building.
Right. No, I meant on
Because-
this specific building, that, okay, we allowed this guy to have his little sign on the side. Does everybody else in that building then want to have a little piece of a sign on the side of that building?
I would think they would,
I
Well-
would.
but you know,
Right.
You're only
again,
allowed so many signs, right? You're
Right.
allowed 2 signs
For a business.
per business.
Per business.
Right, but the other thing is, this business doesn't have
Any front.
space in the front. It's only got space in the back, and it's a corner space.
Right.
So,
Which, yeah, based on the no lighting, the plans that he's submitted, the size and everything else, I'm fine with it. Whether or not it meets the building owner's sign package,
not our issue.
Yeah.
not our issue.
Not our issue.
again, it kind of is, but I think we'll just move on.
Okay, everybody done with their comments?
Done.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time for a vote then. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any nays? Any abstentions? Okay. Well, that's good. We'll move on to the next agenda item.
Council has nothing to update.
Planning Commission has nothing to update.
Did you guys do anything?
Hold on, I got it. Does anybody have any questions for... I got one question for
in
you.
regards to ARB issues.
Okay, well, I got one question for you, and it's probably not... What does it mean to silence a person?
Silence
The board
or censure?
censure.
What they did was censure.
Yeah. Give me a gist of what that actually means, because I have no
You go
clue.
right ahead, Ralph.
Oh, who are you kidding? I'm not a member of the county council. I am not touching that question with
That's
a 10-foot
all I want to know,
pole.
because I have no clue what censure means, really. I mean, you still got to be put on record, right? And I'm assuming censure means removed from the records, right?
No. That's censor.
Censor.
Censure is more.
Censure is what the Senate did to Clinton after his impeachment.
Oh,
They
okay.
just said, bad boy, you are a bad
Oh,
boy.
okay.
And then they moved on with their lives.
Okay. Thanks for the answer, Town Councilwoman. Now we'll move on to...
I'm not sure how to write bad boy.
You know what, you can just kind of like, I don't want that on there.
Just not even put it in.
Okay. Any more questions for Kat? No? Okay, we'll move on to Planning Commission updates. Val?
No updates from the Planning Commission.
No
Okay.
questions for planning commission.
No questions? Okay. Now we'll go to old business. There is an agenda item that's not on here. I don't think it's in my task list either, and that's the what is it? The comprehensive plan? What document? Where we going to do the walk
List of
around?
historic buildings.
Yeah, was that part of the comp plan or? Yeah, the comp plan updates. I haven't. I have an open invitation with Marchant to call me when he wants to do it, and I haven't gotten any calls yet. So updating the historic buildings is still an open issue. So we'll hit that whenever it fits into his schedule.
Okay.
And I'm sure it'll just be me and Marchand. And did we get a town historian yet?
Yeah.
Denise is our town historian. And Denise, and we're going to just do a walk around and check out which buildings.
She's not a historian, or the town historian.
Okay, well, I thought we were going to give a title out there or something, but I guess that didn't come around. Okay. Okay,
What's Denise's name?
Denise Hall.
and with our task list, as usual, most of this stuff is still in a no change mode. The only active thing we have on here really is the welcome signs, and with my personal issues this month, I have not had time to do anything. As we agreed upon, we picked out some signs here. We decided to go with the emblem. I need to get that to Bud, but before I give that to Bud, I wanted to talk with Jennifer to make sure we identified which other buildings within town that we wanted some type of signage for to include into the package that Bud puts together. And of course, I haven't been able to sit down and meet with Jennifer yet. So, and it's all onus on me that I haven't done anything. Sorry, guys, another month drags on. But that's about it for this. Anybody have any questions on any of the other tasks in here, or the task that I just described? Okay. Then we'll move on to adjournment. Do I have
Motion to
any-
adjourn.
Second?
Okay, got a motion and a second. Everyone in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Okay, we adjourn at 7:22.
Yeah.